Right, disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, guys. This one is from Quora. Let me see here. The question is, was the Los Angeles police as corrupt in the 1940s and 50s as described in the James Ellroy novels? I've not read those novels, but anyways, I think this will be interesting. So the person who responds, Tim Dees, retired cop, and CJ Professor. I don't know where that is. He has 230.3 million answer views. Well, okay. His answer, yeah, pretty much. LAPD resembled most other large city police forces of the day. Corruptions and payoffs were common, and the department was ruled by politicians and underworld figures, some of whom were both politicians and underworld figures. I'm thinking to myself, mafia. When William H. Parker, police officer, became the chief of police in 1950, the department started to reform. I wonder where Tim Dees is from. This was and remains one of the most remarkable turnarounds, here we go, of a police organization in history. It's one thing to implement new policies and training, but something entirely different to change an organization's internal culture. This requires exceptionally strong leadership from someone who is powerful and tenacious enough to see through it. And my opinion, it's important that the leadership's not corrupt. Because, what is that old saying? Poop rolls downhill? Bill Parker was one of the few people who managed to do it. Chiefs and commissioners in other large city departments, like Chicago, and we know it worked there, sarcasm, and New York City have been less successful. So he's saying, let me stop. The LAPD catches a lot of flack, mainly because they police, you guys, I'm sorry. I gotta breathe. Because they police such a diverse population. No matter what they do, someone is going to be unhappy. So people are unhappy because it's diverse there. Thank God he's clearing it up, right? And the agency is the favorite whipping boy of the press. Really? You guys know, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. The Los Angeles Times in particular. Just go look at all the LA Times articles. That's all I got to say. The LAPD is, in fact, oh my God. The LAPD is, in fact, one of the best trained and most disciplined of large city police departments. Really. They have their failings and embarrassments, but that is inevitable in such a large organization. Okay, on that note, you guys. Oh. Okay, I'm going to add something else, but let's go ahead and see what David Sandbrook said. It's related. What are some examples of corruption in the LAPD in the 1940s and 50s? The ones that they shared with us. The Black Dahlia murder. The cops knew who it was. They knew the Black Dahlia murder was just one of a series of violent sex killings. But LAPD covered up the brutal serial killings to avoid political embarrassment. The killer, Dr. George Hodel, was politically connected. Listen to this, guys, listen. Was politically connected with City Hall. Of course he was. High-ranking LAPD chiefs, that's an interesting word, Hollywood celebrities, and LA's financial scene. He was famous for his large blank parties, attended by the glitterati and the powerful. So he got a pass. That reminds me of this whole Sean Diddy Combs stuff going. When the investigation got too hot, he fled the U.S. and moved to the Philippines. Wow, isn't that convenient, you guys? Returned to the U.S. in the 1990s. Really? Really? So he blanked all those women and he can just come back in the 90s and die of natural causes. His own son finally exposed the cover-up after his father's death. Honestly, you guys, I'm not impressed with some of this stuff. Amber Anna, a related post, what caused the LAPD to become corrupt? I think they always were. How does it compare to other police departments in America in terms of corruption? And also, I'm not a native of theirs, so I'm just going off the cuff. But I would imagine it has a lot to do with a lot of elites living out there. Hollywood, celebrities, Decades of children being drugged and SA'd in Hollywood tells me all that I need to know about the LAPD. Well, isn't that interesting? I think they are the most corrupt police department in the history of this country. They are corroborating P. Diddy's story. Oh, here we go. I feel sorry for the millions of people that live in Los Angeles. A lot of your time gets freed up when you do absolutely nothing in regards to the SA of children. Oh, and he brings up the cop I talk about over and over, and nobody wants to cover it. I'm covering it. Rest in peace to Houston Tipping. They blank their own. Exactly. Go look to see what Officer Tipping was investigating. And then he had an accident in training. Me as an ex-military, that shit doesn't happen. That's how sick and depraved it is. Hold on, guys. Okay, you guys, I didn't set up my audio correctly, so I'm just going to play a little bit of this video. I don't know how it's going to come out.
Speaking of Los Angeles, a shocking case out of there this morning. 2 veteran police officers are under arrest, charged with repeatedly raping 4 women while on duty over a 3-year period.
Prosecutors say the 2 officers...
So because the audio, I didn't set it up right, that should tell you what you all need to know. And I will put a link of both the video and the article in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.